All right. So we are finishing up we're going to finish up our notes. Just two little practice questions. These are the kinds of questions that you see on your Regents exam. This is what a short answer question might look like on your test next week. So what do? Well, what's the first term? It asks for the first four terms of the sequence. What's the first term of the sequence? Good. So we're able to read it. That's excellent. Yeah, the first term is 2. They gave that to you right over here. Good. Good. And then let's go and try and find the second term. So I'm looking for the second term. The second term is equal to 3 times a to the 2 minus 1 minus 1. Okay, we're going to continue on because the announcements came on, but let's keep going. Let's keep going. So that's going to be 3 times the first term minus 1, which equals 3 times, what's that first term? Good. And I'm just going to put it in parentheses to show that I subbed it. Whoops. Okay, minus 1. So what's 3 times 2? Minus 1 is what? Okay, so at the end of the day, when we fill in all of our notes, when we fill in all of our symbols and whatnot, the second term equals 5. Now what do we do next to find the next term? Yeah, we're going to take the second term, we're going to sub it into the equation. Let's show that out. So now I'm looking for the third term. The third term equals 3 times a3 minus 1 minus 1, which equals 3 times the second term minus 1, which equals 3 times, whoops, 3 times 5, whoops, I did it again. Three times 5 is 15. 15 minus 1 is what? Good. And so that's the third term, right? And now the final last term. Let's do this. Let's do it in blue. Here, the fourth. Did we get this easy? Okay. Yeah, I mean, no, you don't have. I'm going to be honest. You don't have to write it out if you think you could do it in your head. The problem that goes down is this: God forbid you make a mistake, you get immediately 0 credit. So like a stupid error along the way deletes all of the work that you just did, even though you know it. And so it's almost worth your time to just write it out just to like as a preventative measure. It's going to be 3 times. Do you guys find it confusing how the way I write it out? That's okay. That's all right. I can write it out at the end. I know it looks all confusing and whatnot. What's 3 times 14? What? 42 minus 1 is what? That's it. That's the answer, and that's how you do it. Let's practice one more time. I don't think I need to write out the entire problem for you for 10 minutes. So we're just going to post the answer up in about a second or two. And there you go. And there you go. There's the answer. We're just plugging them in again. I think the only tricky part about this one is that this number in the end changes because it's represented by n to be those. So we're gonna sub that in there just to indicate that that's where I got these terms from, these numbers.